How's it going?
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
I've got the full weekend pass.
Okay. Uh, normally on, you know where you're going?
Right now,
Yeah.
trying to find a camping spot. So
Trying to find a camping spot. Let me ask Kent because he knows more on the camping. Hey, Mike. Those guys are coming in for the weekend looking for a camping spot. Where do we send these guys?
Okay, you're gonna go back out to Purple Sage. It's the exit about a quarter mile down the road.
so back on 40.
No, not on 40, on 89A. Just the first road you come to. You're gonna go that way, and you're gonna end up right over there in the grandstands, and that's where you can get your weekend pass with camping and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Go down to the roundabout you came in on. Go Beulah. And I'll take you down to Purple Sage.
So
Beulah, yeah.
so instead of going back to the highway, I just take, if I were coming off the highway, the first right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
you got it.
All right. Thanks.
Welcome back to another Perpetual Moto video. If you're new to the channel, this is where you're going to find motorcycle related content, travel related content, and photography content from around the world. In this video, we're going to discuss Overland Expo, meeting the legendary Tiffany Coates, and I'll be delivering some photography to my good friend Candida Louis from a project that I put together in Cambodia, which we called the Laptop Sherpas. So Candida actually just returned from a epic journey, a ride from India to Australia, completely sponsored, and I am just so thrilled that she got a chance to put on display her whole trip and do a nice presentation here at Overland Expo. So if you're wondering what this confusing beginning of the video is, it's me trying to figure out how to get into the event. I purchased the weekend pass just that morning, and I think the first time I opened the email that they had sent me was actually when I arrived at the event so that they could scan it. But getting to this point, where this is actually like the registration area, this took me maybe close to 45 minutes just to figure this out. And finally this gentleman's like, yep, you're here, this is registration, go that way. And from my point of view, it was really difficult to find because there were no signs. Maybe they were assuming people were gonna use their phone or something like that, but on a motorcycle you'd have to stop, maybe take off gloves, that whole thing, and it becomes really difficult. I've been to a lot of motorcycle related events, and there's always a lot of signs that point people in different directions. So I was very happy to be here finally at the entrance.
Trying to go that way, and then trying to go that way, and then trying to go, and everyone's like, I don't know.
The parking people don't park trucks.
I mean, they're just trying to do their best job, man. It's no big deal. So I'm guessing you're gonna want that QR.
How you doing? Fine, how about you?
All right, Fred.
Maybe you got the other code on your
So here I'm getting my wristbands and everything, and they're going to give me some more directions on where to go to get in and get my camping and everything done. But I really think there's a lot of great opportunities at these events. I'm kind of two minds with them because they're promotional events. So the reason they exist is to sell gear, and gear never gets you down the road. It's your decision making and what you want to do gets you down the road. But gear is an essential part of that. Like, you can't do it without gear. But I mean, I see this as just kind of a bigger marketing plan. Just get a bunch of people together and sell a bunch of stuff. So that's one side. The other side is that you have a great opportunity to meet people face to face. Maybe people you follow on social media, brands. Actually, I was able to meet Adam, who is one of the founders of Green Chili Adventure Gear, and thank him personally for his help with the laptop Sherpa project in Cambodia. So that was really great. Also, as I mentioned, I got to meet Tiffany Coates, who, like, she was one of the initial people who connected me to Divi in India. So I had made a post on Horizons Unlimited, and I just said, hey, I'm looking for contacts in Bombay. Does anyone know anyone? Because I want to ride to Leh Ladakh, and I only have 4 weeks to do it. And she connected me with Divi, and over one dinner, we were able to plan the entire trip. And that was huge. So I was really excited that I was going to get a chance to meet Tiffany here, because she is an absolute legend. I've linked her website down below. I think what she's doing is just phenomenal. So definitely go check that out. Here you can see the camping area. This was actually a really, really great location. I thought it was fantastic. There was so much camping.
Is everything happening?
It was really great.
Okay. So it would be best to be somewhere close?
I got two places for motorcycle camping, right in this area, and then just up the road a little bit.
Oh, that's the only spots for.
Well, I
Okay.
don't know. I think you can camp regular if you want. You go straight ahead to the intersection, and camping's to the right. There'll be a gentleman there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying maybe I'll check this spot first,
You can, yeah.
and then down there. This looks like it's closest. It'd be kinda nice.
One of the things I wasn't really prepared for was how cold it was. So the ride down, I did in 2 days. One day from Seattle to Wells, Nevada, and the next day I made it to Flagstaff. The ride down was not bad. It was actually, the weather was really great. You know, I brought some heated gear just because that's what you do when you're on the bike. But arriving in Flagstaff, there was like this cold front, and like it snowed at the event. On Sunday, people woke up with snow in their tents. But this is a lot of what you're going to see at Overland Expo. So I think these are the guys from Moscow Moto showing off their soft luggage. You know, here's the Big Agnes guys showing off some of their stuff. So this is really great. I mean, like I said, I'm of two minds of this, but if you want to get your hands on stuff, it's a great place to do it and meet people. But this is really why I was here. I was down here to deliver some photos to Candida, and I wanted to go to her presentation on her ride from India to Australia, because she's the only woman to have ever done that, only Indian woman. So I really wanted to check that out, and I wanted to see her presentation, and it was phenomenal. I mean, there was a ton of people there who were really interested, and how many people she connected with along the ride was incredible. So it just reminds me how different overland travel is today than it was 20 years ago.
So all the way from Cambodia, all the way from Washington, all the way from my printer. Some pictures for you. So 2 photos, only 4 of those. The laptop Sherpas, only 4 of those. And then on the back, got us in the jungle. I thought that was a really good photo. And it's got the birthday hats and everything. Isn't it great?
So much for
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome.
Love it.
That was a good project. It was a really great experience, and
I think you should definitely come to India next time to do something like this. And I can get you bikes and everything.
oh, that would be good. I might be there in the fall, winter maybe. It's either that or Mexico.
So for those who don't know, when I travel, I always deliver photos to families and usually like homeless kids and stuff like that. People I meet on the road, if I get a photo of them, a good photo, I'll go print them and then deliver the photos. And it's been a very special part of my travels, because when you give someone a gift that is intended only for them, it's a special thing. And even if you don't share any language, like that offering something to someone is pretty special. So here we are, myself, Tiffany Coates, and Candida Louis at Overland Expo. I'm really stoked for this photo. Candy just got back from a ride from India to Australia, and Tiffany, one of her first rides was from the UK all the way to Australia. So I think in a way we're kind of seeing Candy jump into this role of overland legend, and I think she's really going places. So definitely watch out for Candida Louis in the future. Some more shots here from Overland Expo. I got to meet Simon and Lisa. That was pretty cool. They're actually quite funny. If you get a chance to go to one of their presentations, highly recommend it. I also got a book from Sam Manicombe that I'm really excited to read. Sam's a great guy. I was really stoked to have met him as well. Definitely another legend of the Overland community. I'll leave his link in the description below. But Overland Expo is pretty good. An opportunity to meet people. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, is I got to meet a lot of people who I follow online that are doing great stuff all over the world, and they come to this one place, and it's really great. So, and I had a lot of fun getting there. You can see here one of my little adventure cuts that worked out. I tried to ride as much dirt as I could, but on the way down I was kind of on a time schedule. In the next video I'm going to be releasing, it's going to be all about riding the small towns in Phillipsburg. So the small towns in Montana. And there's some really cool old mines and stuff to explore. So check it out. Next video, small towns of Montana.